garden center again. You know, kind of addicted to the place now. I needed some herbs. Like, I've been wanting to have more herbs at the house because it's, first of all, it's so much more inexpensive to have herbs than having to buy them all the time when you need it. And I feel like, oh shit, is this road no longer open? They're paving this way to go to the garden center now, and there's a car behind me with a trailer. You know, you can pretty much tell who's heading to the garden center. And yeah, this road is a little bit rickety. I'll show you guys. It's a new road that they're building to get to the garden center, and it's actually safer to go this way than it is to go the other way. Honestly, this is the way I prefer. Oh god, the garden center is busy. Of course it is. Okay, and it's 1 hour before they close, so there we go. What do we got going on here? I'll just get the small one for now. Mushroom. No. Thyme. Baby leaf basil, oregano. I didn't have an oregano.
Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a crazy love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Hey, I'm never the same. Golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know.
had to go to the garden center again because this time it was for a client and for myself. There was a bit of both. So yeah, I had to pick up a shrub that for some reason the architects that designed their planters, all their plants that the guy put in, I don't know what it was, but it's probably energetic of some sort. Every single one, I'm not even joking. Okay, this landscape, I've almost had to replace. And this is another one, and it's funny because it's like I thought there was this one would live. Nope, my client said, I think that one's about to leave planet Earth. So I picked it up just in case. I'm gonna keep it for a week, nurture it, and then I will plant it. Because what I do is I give it some feed and stuff to kind of see how it's doing, and then I'll plant it into his planter so it's more regulated and climatized, because it's been sitting here at the garden center. The pot's kind of weedy, so I'm going to clean it up and all that stuff. I'll be putting it in 2 weeks. So, because I was just at their house like literally a couple days ago. A successful trip at the garden center. There'll be a lot of because my life revolves around my landscape business as well, which has taught me so much, so much of slowing down. And at first my life wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like slowing down. It was actually quite fast paced. And now that I'm no longer doing commercial property, which is so good, and I'm back into residential, and the high-end residential that I like, which is around my neighborhood and the area that I live, and even this garden center isn't very far from me. I just feel like I like staying local and being part of the local area and the community, because the community I live in is quite wonderful, and the people that are in it are quite wonderful. So anyways, we better head home because these plants can't be sitting in a hot car and the air conditioning is not doing much, and even though it's not super hot, plants don't really like a lot of heat, so I better get going. I wanted to do a quick plant haul since I got a few things. I got some oregano. Smells good. I did get, they only had like literally 1 or 2 of these marigolds, so I got one for around my tomatoes. I got another parsley because I was noticing my Italian parsley wasn't coming up fast enough, and I did get some dill because the dill I got the other day was looking a little weak, so I got some of that. And then my favorite, I got some chocolate mint. I love chocolate mint. Like, it's great to put in like watermelon juice. I don't know why I like that one the most. And then I did get some celery because I'm gonna see if I can grow this in the garden down the bottom. But yeah, that's everything I got. That's plants. This all-purpose Gaia Green Organics fertilizer for my vegetables. This one came highly recommended for people to use. And then I got some gloves. But that's everything. Today?
I'm sorry, they didn't send any with me.
They didn't? Okay, I was just checking in. I thought, okay, if it's here. It's
no,
one of the
shiitake, the black pearl, which is a cross between oyster and another one. And
okay, those were so delicious. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to see how much a pound?
Yeah,
like
I didn't know
keep
that.
them moist and like.
I made some matcha. It has been so stormy the last couple of days. I haven't gotten any gardening done. I actually had to cancel a client and reschedule her for tomorrow. We've been having like a storm, some beach winds. It's been so crazy. And that's the thing about living on the coast, is you never know what the weather's gonna be. I guess that's the beauty of it. 1 minute it's like can be 29 degrees and the next day can be like 16. That's in Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I had a really good weekend. I've been really practicing this slow living and taking things slow. And one of the things that I realized going to the garden center for myself is I'm starting to create the same gardens and the beauty that I create for other people for myself. And I don't know why it took me so long to realize that I needed this. And it made me remember, oh, it's because I wasn't even open to receiving to give to my own self. I was still giving to others and I wasn't giving back to me. And then I realized that when I went to the garden center. This is why I've been going more often. It's because I do enjoy being in nature. I've been working with herbs and plants and plant essences and essential oils for many years now. But the thing is, I was always giving it to others and my knowledge to others, and I wasn't actually creating that same beauty for myself in the same extent that I was doing it for everyone else. Until I realized, no, in order to give to others, I gotta refill my cup too. When I had that realization, it was like, it clicked. It was like a moment of clarity. I look at my patio right now as I'm talking to you guys, and I just even bringing flowers into your home. You don't, if you have a small space, just bring flowers into your own home and watch your mood elevate. I do that all the time. You know, I bring flowers in from the garden. It doesn't have to be like the most elaborate bouquet. It can just be some roses or anything that you have. And watch your mood elevate. You will stare at those flowers, you will smell those flowers, or even if you have a plant, like bringing a plant into your house, changes the whole environment. And I realized it. Someone that's like me, that's worked with plants and flowers and all these things my whole life, pretty much, doing it for yourself was like the biggest change for me. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I've accepted that I was burnt out. I'm glad I accepted and acknowledged that I needed to also give back to myself, which opened me up to receiving, not just from other people, but opportunities, and the universe has also been providing me with help, or me actually surrendering, letting myself be helped. Because for the longest time, again, I talked about this in my other video, I was giving to others before I was receiving. And I was very much in my masculine energy, and I realized it came even to the point of me even having my own plants. And like, I've had herbs and stuff, but I never built my own planters. You know, it goes deep. It goes very deep. If you think about it, flowers are very sacred. People give them to loved ones that are sick in the hospital. And it's actually scientifically proven that flowers, you give it to someone and they seem to heal quicker. Flowers have like a magic to them that I don't even think I can explain. When I was going through my hardest points in my life, it was the nature and the flowers that really gave me hope. And every day I'm thankful for that, because that's stuff that I learned from nature, watching nature. Because every year, wherever you live, nature rejuvenates, replenishes itself. It doesn't wait for anyone else. It has its own divine timing and its own intelligence. And you can literally learn a lot from nature. And I learned that nature is very feminine. It operates in a cycle, just like women, we operate in a cycle. And the feminine energy also operates in a cycle. Every year it shows us by dropping its leaves about letting go and rebirth in the spring. And it really made me understand that change doesn't have to be scary. Changes are actually a part of life. And so then I started embracing change and understanding and going within and looking at myself like, what can I do to improve? And then I started doing the work. I have to say that nature was my biggest teacher, because it has been. If anything, if my videos inspire you to start a little planter garden or have a little indoor garden or whatever you can do, plants will literally change your life, because they have for me. Not just using their essential oils, but actually having plants in my house. They're very high vibe. You'll see that they do change your mood. I get asked all the time, which one's my favorite flower? Oh gosh, I can't tell you that. I love so many things like peonies, roses, which is the highest vibration plant and oil essence in the whole world. Like, you want to have a mood booster, just bring in some roses. I even let them just wilt on the table. They're giving off a smell, and while they're giving off a smell, I'm keeping them in my house. I mean, I can't choose one. I've got one for every mood that I have. Like, if I want to relax, I have lavender. I go outside and touch the lavender. You'll see, plants are very grounding, very beautiful, and they can teach us a lot. I hope you guys like these types of videos that I've been doing lately. I wanted to incorporate a little bit more of my day-to-day than just doing my sit-down videos, because my sit-down videos are more my story times, telling you things that are going on or like things that have happened in the past. Like, I needed to, especially being off YouTube for 10 years, I kind of wanted to do the sit-down videos to catch up on everything. And then plus I took a whole bunch of videos down that had so many views and likes and comments and all that stuff, but again, it was part of my past, and I am on a rebirth journey. I'm not taking my old baggage with me. I've learned from nature not to carry the past into your future, but to learn from those memories, to hold those memories in like a vault, but not suppress them. Have them kind of in the back burner of memories that you taught me what I need to change in myself. Learn from those mistakes, learn from the things that I've experienced, and then keep moving forward and not regret anything in life. Because it's very easy to go into that dark hole and start regretting. And I can tell you right now, with the work that I've done, and many years, because I've been away for almost 10 years, the shadow work wasn't easy, but how I feel right now, I wouldn't trade it. I feel more liberated. I mean, I'm here, I'm sharing, and that's my biggest thing. And like I said, if one person watches my video and feels change, or feels inspired, or feels resonance, then I've done my job. That's exactly what I want. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will try to keep posting weekly as I can. I'm continuing doing my videos every week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Yep, that matcha is like perfect.